Hey guys, it's Katia here. Welcome to this video. This is actually my third illustration using acrylic gouache, and even though there are a million little mistakes, I'm honestly proud that I finished it. It took me quite a while and a bit of self-chewing because honestly, I wasn't sure what I was doing, but that's part of the process. You learn as you go. One of the first lessons I learned, never print your sketch in black. It really muddies the colors when you paint. Always print your line work in a brownish or reddish tone so it doesn't shine through the paint too much. I learned that the hard way because my colors just kept turning dull when I was laying the first layer. But as this illustration has a million layers one over the other, you can't see that. This illustration is part of SCBWI, which is the Society for Children's Books Writers and Illustrators Artober, and I actually combined 4 prompts: kettle, calico, pie, and eye. The eyes ended up being the ghost's eyes peeking out in the background, and also maybe that little worm that is in the pumpkin, and the cat is actually looking at the pie, so any character would have eyes here. I was really inspired by Yaroslava Polonova's Witch in the Kitchen piece. I'm nowhere near that level yet, but that was what sparked this idea of a little cat staring at a freshly baked pie, and I hope that one day my works will inspire others the same way to create more and create awesome art. The point for me here was to create a pastel color palette, but still make the cat stand out. I wasn't sure if I wanted his hat to be blue or purple at first, but I needed something that would pop. When I look at it now, I can see my mistakes, like how the hat and the book corners touch awkwardly and how the shapes overlap too tightly. Those little composition things become so obvious later, but while painting, you're just too focused to notice them, and also while drawing, so yeah, you kind of notice them afterwards. I started as I usually do with the background, which I made way too dark at first. It took several paint overs to get the right tones, and you can see me using a lot of watery washes here because I wasn't confident in my color choices. I kept changing my mind and trying to find what worked. I think that kind of color confidence just comes with time, maybe, hopefully. At first, the cat's hat was purple, but it felt muddy and heavy after changing the background. I made it blue instead, and I really liked how it turned out, especially with the yellow stars. It has that magical children's book vibe that I love. I'm also figuring out whether I prefer a completely flat style or one with light and shadows. I really want to move toward a stylized children's book look, but I'm experimenting. Sometimes the flat shapes look more charming, other times I miss the depth and softness of a bit of shading. When I painted the cat, I made him way too ginger. He's supposed to be a calico, so again, repainting. I think I repainted almost everything in this piece at least once. I'm pretty happy with my sketching skills, but color, that's still my biggest challenge. I often feel like I'm coloring in a page without knowing what colors should go together. Even though I have studied color theory and I know the principles, it's just so scary when you're working on your own piece and not something that is from an assignment that they tell you, this has to be that, and you just do it. So that's what I'm trying to get better at right now. If you struggle with the same thing, let me know. Maybe you have a secret recipe for improving with color. Right now, I'm taking a sketching course that's more focused on game art than children's illustration, but it's helping with fundamentals. So basically, it's the CG fundamentals course that I'm taking, and you can see videos of that on my YouTube channel. So, But for illustration itself, I love 21 Draw and Domestica classes. I pick up bits and pieces from both. I also follow Kate Pellerin or Poopy Cat on Patreon. I absolutely love her tutorials. They are so inspiring and cozy, and her illustrations are just like amazing. But yeah, everything takes time to learn. I'd love to know where you're learning illustration from, and please share in the comments if you have any other sources of information. I would like to know that. The more resources we all have, the better we get together. Also, I wanted to mention that I'm using my new wet palette here and I'm so happy with it. It keeps the paints fresh and usable even after a couple of days, which is perfect for someone like me who paints in shorter sessions. To be honest, this piece really shook my confidence. I had a lot of those moments where I thought, maybe I'll never become a good children's illustrator, still have those. If you're ever going through an imposter syndrome, you know what I mean. It can be so hard, that voice in your head telling you that everyone else is better, that you'll never get there, but I keep on reminding myself, everyone goes through this. And that's actually one of the reasons I'm posting this video. I know it's nowhere near perfect. I want to track my art journey and show the real imperfect side of learning, because on YouTube you mostly see these flawless tutorials and it can make you feel like you're the only one struggling, but you're not. Nobody starts perfect. So I hope this video encourages someone out there to keep creating, even if things don't turn out exactly how you imagined. This isn't really a tutorial, to be honest. It's more of a you can do it video. I'm still learning and that's okay. There's also a full-time version of this video on Patreon, free to watch as usual. I'm really grateful for everyone supporting me there because it truly keeps me going. Even just one kind comment and one like, it makes my day. And being an artist can feel very lonely, and having a space to share, talk, and grow together is amazing. So there's a community tab there as well. So if you'd like to communicate, that would be amazing. For me, Patreon, it isn't just a posting content, it's about like the community, and so I'd like to join and chat with other artists. You can do that completely for free, as I said. I'm repeating myself here, but yeah, I just wanted this message to get to you because I really feel like the more we stick together, the more kind of inspiration and strength we give each other. So your support, your likes, your comments, they mean the world to me and truly motivate me to keep creating. And I hope that my videos and my answers to your comments are inspiring and really useful. Also, sorry for my voice today. I'm actually sitting here with a fever. Yesterday, I went for a walk with my daughter. She was actually roller skating, and here in Zaragoza weather right now, yeah, well, that didn't go well, to be honest. I came home and today in the morning, I woke up completely crashed. I've basically been trying not to stay in bed all day because I know I'd go crazy doing nothing, so I decided to voice this video instead. By the way, I'm not only using gouache here, I'm using colored pencils and white acrylic pen and a jelly roll pen for tiny white details, so I'm going back to the description of the illustration. Great. Sorry, my fever talking. So if you ever struggle to add white details to your illustrations, I really recommend trying acrylic pens or jelly rolls. They make it so much easier to get those crisp little accents that paint alone can't do. The pencils, on the other hand, add a lovely texture and a bit of kind of warmth and charm to the illustration, and I feel like they complement any medium, be it watercolor or gouache. Now that I'm rewatching this while voicing it, I can see that the pumpkins, for example, in the pie, sort of melt into each other. They share the same tones and everything just becomes a blur. So if you squint your eyes, it's just one blur. And if I were to redo this, I definitely separate those values better. But I'm not going to redo it. I'm leaving this one as a finished piece because I've spent way too long in that endless loop of redoing things and never completing them. So yes, the pumpkins and the pie share similar colors, and the hat and the book corners touch in a very awkward way, but that is okay. The important thing is that I noticed it. That means I'm learning, and that's progress. I know what to pay attention to next time, and that's what matters. This was my October second prompt illustration for Artober, and I really hope it inspires you to create something too, to show you that art doesn't have to be perfect, especially not when you're learning. I know I'm probably better at more realistic work, but my heart is in children's illustration, and that's what I want to do, so I'll keep trying and not give up. at least for now, I have this resolution. So I hope this video is really inspiring and it helps you to keep painting, to push through the messy middle, and to remember that not every not perfect piece gets you, like, that every non-perfect piece gets you closer to the artist that you want to be. So yeah, this is the video, and I will stop blabbering right now and let you finish watching it. But for now, I just want to say thank you so much for visiting my channel and for actually watching the videos. It really kind of pushes me ahead, and even though things aren't perfect, even though I'm learning, I really hope that there can be something of value for you there in these videos too. And another time, the third time, remember, you can also join my Patreon for free if you want to be part of the community, chat with other artists, with me, and watch full-time videos like this one. I would truly love to see you there. So yeah, take care, stay cozy, don't get a fever, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.